Jen, that Catholic gamer. Today we're going to do a little bit of something different. I've heard some things and seen some things in the news, and I thought that we should talk about it a little bit. So this is a completely impromptu video. I'm not going to do any editing. I'm going to publish it today. I want to talk about what the Pope said in the beginning when he was giving his speech about the opening of the sexual abuse scandal in the Catholic Church. First, I'm going to read what he said and then talk a little bit about what has been said and misunderstood. I feel like we should talk about this because it's important, and I think that his message was crossed. And the problem is that within the Catholic Church, I think that we understand what he means. However, I think that people outside of the church have taken it in the wrong light. So what was said, the Pope said, "The one who loves the church knows how to forgive because he knows that he himself is a sinner. One cannot live their whole life accusing the church. Whose profession is it to accuse? Who is the great accuser quoted in the Bible? It's the devil. Those who spend their lives accusing the church are, I won't say children because the devil doesn't have any, but friends, cousins, relatives of the devil," right? No, this is not right. Defects must be identified so that they can be corrected. When defects are pointed out, defects are denounced. The church is loved. Without love, that is from the devil. The problem that I keep seeing over and over again in the news and in the media, social media, etc., is that people think that when he says that we shouldn't be accusing the church, that he means that outside, or that people are accusing the whole church instead of the accused within the church. And it's not the whole church that's involved in this sexual abuse scandal. The people of the church are the church. And I think that a lot of people have a hard time understanding that concept because we talk about the church being the Vatican and the Pope and the bishops and the cardinals. But really, the church is all of us, all of the faithful to the church. And by accusing the church, you're accusing all of the people within the church because the people are the church. So he's not saying not to name names or not to accuse anyone, but not to accuse the whole church, to accuse the specific people that are the problem. And then those people need to be dealt with. Obviously, they're going to be judged by Jesus, and that's between them and him. But that doesn't mean that authorities don't get involved. But the church isn't the police or law enforcement. So what we do, or what we can do, is pray, without a doubt, for those who are victims of the sexual abuse scandal. We can pray for the church because we know that we are the church and that it's not our whole church. And that's why I am still Catholic. I mean, there's so much scandal and there's so much hate towards the church, but it's not the whole church. It's very specific people within the church. And there have been things that were done inappropriately in the past, but Pope Francis's point is that that's over with, that things are going to be dealt with in a specific way, and there's going to be a procedure to deal with that involves obviously law enforcement. But we can't blame the people of the church, because we aren't the ones causing the issues, and we make up the church. Does that make sense? I feel like I'm rambling. But the reason that I decided to do this video today is because we were talking about it in church at Mass this morning. And it's a very hard concept for people to believe, or for people outside of the church to realize, that we as Catholics don't look at the Vatican as this big centralized part of our church, because each individual person within the Catholic faith is part of the church, because we take Jesus into us at Mass every time we go, and we're faithful to that church. The people that are causing these issues are not faithful to the church, and like Pope Francis said, they must be identified so that they can be corrected, and when the defects are pointed out, defects are denounced. So the problem isn't the church. The problem is specific people in the church. I guess that's my biggest point. But I know that the Pope has taken a lot of hate for the way that he said things. But again, it's because we think of our church as the people within it, not this one centralized building in Rome. If you have any questions or have anything else to add, please do so in the comments. If you want to see more videos like this, like, subscribe, click the little bell so that you know when I put up videos. I hope that you guys are doing well and that you have a blessed day. God bless.